by the art for the abilities, that it's very, very similar. But let's just go ahead and plop this down here and see if anyone notices a major difference with this. So, you know, obviously, these are not the same spears, are they?
You can walk through them as a teammate.
Pop up this skill shot here, and you can see that it is still a circle around him, and then we'll go ahead and spin, and it's exactly the same, right? So, functionally, this ability is the same, and obviously there could be some adjustments therein as the details would be released, but, you know, you mentioned that you like the fact that, you know, Gungnir Smite existed. It's very iconic for Odin. Is there, you know, a purpose to keeping it as is?
I think it just still worked with the kit. I mean, that's the main reason of keeping it as is.
So, popping next into the passive. The passive is that swirly thing you can see above his head here. I'm sure a lot of you have made a lot of guesses at the passive. You know, and it kind of alluded to it a little bit earlier when we were saying, it's easier to talk about the ultimate first. So,
that's right.
You know,
yeah.
Let us. I mean, what is a passive, and why is it part of the kit?
So Odin's new passive is that anytime someone dies, an enemy dies inside his ring, whether Odin kills them or someone else does, he gains a permanent passive benefit. Although conversely, if Odin ever dies inside his ring, he actually loses one stack of that benefit.
And then people can kind of make their conjectures as they see fit. But pressing the 2, here we go. First off, you can see this is array here. There's birds going around me. The birds fly away there, and there's this little timer that goes around the waistline there. So, just full disclosure, what this does is when you press it, it actually gives you a shield. A little shield that will shield you against damages, and of course, the little bubble there, and then of course, as that little timer ticks down at the end of it, it explodes. So the idea here is that he has, you know, some kind of defensive ability that can also be used for offense. And so he has this kind of pseudo built-in, like you were mentioning, he can decide whether he wants to be defensive, he wants to be offensive, that kind of thing. So if I go over here and actually walk over, you will see exactly what happens when this does end. You can see, boom, there is the damage, it just explodes.
Holy shit.
Killing off the Ra there, so that kind of thing. So, you know, we've got the full kit. He's got
I don't know what level
strong
that Ra
jump, good
was.
AoE damage.